So good morning everyone. So my name is Tiba Malini Nagarajan. So today I'm going to explain about the introduction, which is we have chosen three articles that based on the humanitarian logistics. So before this we can commonly heard about the logistic. So now what define of humanitarian logistics? So humanitarian logistics is more specialized in an organization and of course in terms of warehousing. As we know, in an organization, a major department will be the logistic department because of their employers or workers are more powerful and more ability to produce products to worldwide level, which is import and export. Alright, so humanitarian logistics is one of the importance of the supply chain. So logistics are more to the supply chain, of course. It same goes to the humanitarian logistics too. Alright, so that's all the humanitarian logistics from the based on three articles. So now I'm going to explain about the main point, which is we have picked from the three articles. The main point would be the challenges of the humanitarian logistics. Alright, so the challenges of the humanitarian the logistics will be faced in terms of infrastructure. Therefore, it is important to identify and separate what is the characteristic of the humanitarian sector from what are the problems of the humanitarian sector. Alright, so besides that, characteristic of the humanitarian sector are external aspects that organization have no control over and thus cannot change. Furthermore, problems of the humanitarian sector, more especially problems in the supply chain in the humanitarian sector, are aspects that can be changed and improved that I mentioned before the introduction. The main thing from the humanitarian logistics will be their supply chain. That is the most important thing. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Hi sir, my name is Yashini Shetraman. So today I would like to present about the analysis of the article. So the analysis of article which is share the common arguments which is more focused to challenges and barriers of the implementations which is on humanitarian logistics. And also the environment of humanitarian logistics, it's complements or explanation of the challenges they are faces. And some of the challenges they are faces is like terms and their conditional. And for example, it's happen like airports or roads or results for their leading times. And last but not least, they also important first identify separate their humanitarian sector for their problems, which is so they can maybe get solutions for their problems. So thank you.
Welcome to Saki. My name is Norina. Today I want to present about humanitarian logistic challenges that we have recommended. Based on the article that we have researched, the recommendation is to invest in technology and communications. NGOs must come to grips with the important role that logistic and supply chain management can play. Senior managers need to recognize that there are a great savings to be made by consolidating and standardizing a host of often scattered logistic functions. Middle management must invest time and energy in order to persuade senior leadership. Furthermore, a key area of concern that needs a collaborative contribution by both private sector and NGOs is that of global communication. One idea would be for a consortium of NGOs to work with the private sector, drawing on their resources, expertise, and knowledge in radio, satellite, licensing, and hardware. One outcome could be a communications unit to serve the wider humanitarian community during a large-scale disaster. Finally, it is one thing to have logistic plans, logistic software, and logistic staff in place. If communication issues are not also addressed, however, today's manual non-integrated style of dealing with logistics will continue, and the logistic chain will remain incomplete and inefficient. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Hakim. My name is Intan Nurain. Today I would like to present about the student critique. There have been extensive research on supply chains in various industries, their integration and coordination of partners and the value they may have in the supply chain. As supply chains can vary quite tremendously in how complex and diverse they can be, there is no typically right way of handling supply chains. Cox also explained that one cannot simply replicate existing successful supply chain to their own, as this has its own specific circumstance and can therefore not be copied. It is highly important that a company understands the attributes and traits of the supply chain they are engaging in before taking any operational or involving actions. A literature review conducted by the authors of this thesis has shown that a larger part of scientific research in the field of supply chains is within the commercial settings, and therefore a gap can be identified within a humanitarian sector. Although a base of literature exists, there are still contradictory facts and incompatible research results in this field. Adding to this, there are more actors involved than before in humanitarian relief, and donors are highly demanding and putting more pressure on organizations to succeed. Disaster relief can be divided into different phases: preparation, immediate response, and reconstruction. Therefore, it has been identified that research in the immediate response phase in humanitarian aid context is an important aspect to study. Furthermore, the point of view of organization has also been vastly emphasized in research, and therefore this aspect could be interesting to explore. That's all from me. Thank you.
Very good day to everyone. I'm Rachel Salim. So today I'm going to conclude that what we have learned from the assignment and also what we have examined from the each article. There is a 3 article, and I'm going to explain what are the challenges that humanitarian faced. And now I'm going to commonly explain about what is logistic. Logistic has been commonly utilized in commercial chains, and also it's a vital device to operation. And humanitarian logistic is a department of logistic which is specialist in organization, the shipping and the warehouse of commercials of herbal disaster or complicated for affected to peoples and regions. And also from this article, from the first article, we have examined that lots of challenges, and now I'm going to explain that what are the challenges faced by the humanitarian. The first one is infrastructure, incentive, media, adverse environment, bureaucracy, low cost incentive when listening and learning, and also so many things. From the first article, we have examined there is some challenges that faced by humanitarian, and the second article we have examined our analysis that worked with problems, and we have analysis that how to solve that kind of problem. Firstly, weak problem means it's a culture difficult or impossible to solve for us in many as a for reason: incomplete and productive knowledge, the number of peoples and opinions involved in large economy burden, and the incoordination these problems with the problems means that there is a lots of cultures and knowledge from the humanitarian. When we bringing the humanitarian to our organizations, it will be clash because of their own knowledge and own culture. So this is one of the challenges faced by humanitarian. And from the last article, we have learned that user requirement for an information infrastructures for HLC management. This is one of the challenges that faced by humanitarian. And also finally, humanitarian assistance are the material of and logistic action undertaken to help the needs of humanitarian in logistic way. So logistic in terms of logistic, humanitarian is one of the best important role have to be done in logistics. So that's it from me, and thank you so much.